Hey y'all, I'm Stephanie L. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching this video. I am unboxing my second haul from Altenew I guess from last year, but it was at the very end of last year. So here's a quick flip through of everything that I got within this haul. Okay y'all, so I think this is probably maybe the biggest haul that I've done with Altenew. I have the whimsical herringbone stamp set. I also have this book base one. I wanted to use that one in my planner, but just did not get the point. I just didn't get there. I also have this tea set one. These Hello Bestie, Hello Mom, Dad. Those are really neat. I don't know if you've seen those on their website, but I think they also got these as a part of a sale. And this is a whole beautiful bold bouquet, whole like set. It came with the stamps, it came with the die, it came with little stencils and everything. So I'm excited to be able to get that because I wanted to treat myself to a stamp set, like a whole bundle. I'd never done that before. So especially one that had like everything in there. I'm talking about, like I said, the stencil, the set, the stamp, the die, just and all the coordinating stuff that goes with it. I've never been able to treat myself like that before. So I was happy to do that this go around. So that was the whole haul. And since I, showed you everything that I got, I'm going to go ahead and make something with this. So I was really inspired by the tea and the whole teacup thing. So that's what I'm going with. And that's the card that I'm going to make today. So this is the English Tea Party Recollections paper pad. This is a paper pad that I already have, and I think I've done a flip through of this already. So I'm going to link that so that you can go see it. So I chose my piece of paper out of here. I'm cutting it down for my 4x6. Oh no, my 425 by 5.5 card. And this is also another sheet of paper that I got from this paper pad. It has a whole bunch of like gold embossed writing on it, so it's just really pretty, and I think it goes together. Like, one thing about paper pads, they're all themed very well to go together. All it takes is you to put it together into something beautiful. And I'm not cutting this down into any particular dimension. I'm just cutting it down, like eyeballing it for it to look like something. I'm just piecing these different parts together with different papers that I have and different papers that's on my desk. So I had that brown paper, I cut that down so that I can have a nice little border around my gold paper. And now I'm trying on different distressed oxides. I want to color those edges just to give it a little bit more depth and texture and color to that card. I'm using worn lipstick, and you can see that I tried like worn lipstick and something else on the back, and worn lipstick one. Now that I'm coloring this, I'm thinking that maybe I should have just with a brown. That's typically what people do, but here I am. I'm trying to be different, trying to color it in with something different on the edges. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of didn't like it. But I am I complete what I start. So I'm going to find a way to make this work. And I'm obviously not going to color the other side, but what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to put this paper over on that side just to kind of, like, I guess not necessarily draw attention away from that pink edge, but just give you something different to look at over on that side. So here I am. I'm going to glue all of this down so I don't have to worry about it falling apart on my desk or losing my crafty inspiration, because there is nothing worse than knowing exactly how you want the card to look and then forgetting it while you're doing it. Like, I really should start planning these cards out, and I think in the future I will. Okay, so now that that's glued down, you kind of see where I'm going with this. So I have the brown border on my gold paper, and now I'm going to glue down the brown and the gold paper down to my card base, which is just that really decorative rose paper with the worn lipstick on the side. So that's basically the card, but it's a little empty on the right hand side, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that. And that's where the Tea for Two stamp set comes into play. So here that is. I'm going to use the stamp with the cup on it, and I'm gonna start getting crafty and creative. So one thing that I have a lot of are papers, decorative papers, and I want to use them. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put the stamp on top of a little circle. So make the card, or make the cup stamp and put it on the circle and put that on my card. But and that's genuinely what I was gonna go with at first, but I changed my mind, and you're gonna see how I changed my mind. So when it comes to craftiness, you never, at least for me, I never end up with how I initially thought I was going to go. It's always you have to go with the flow and just see how everything winds up in the end on the paper. So I'm going to pull this stamp off. All these stamps are brand new to me, so they're going to be super duper sticky. Try to remove some of the tack. So here I am. I'm experimenting with how I'm going to do this stamp, and the way I see it, I'm going to use that little bit of blue gold border at the end so that I can have like a cup with the blue paint on the bottom. I'm pretty sure we've seen different teacups and whatnot that have like little decorations on them. So I want this to look like a teacup that has a painted gold bottom, or a painted blue and gold bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it. And that's one cup. And I'm gonna flip it over and go ahead and get that cup with the blue and gold bottom on it. So this tea set is called Tea for Two, so I didn't want to just put one set up there. And obviously when you give these cards away to people, you're giving them away to your friends or someone you care about. So I don't want to just give them one cup. I want them to think about me, or think about, our friendship when I give them this card. So they're gonna get the nice cup. So I'm going to fussy cut these out because I don't think this stamp set had a coordinating die set that was available. Because if it was, I would have ordered it. So I don't think it was available. Or they just didn't have one for this set, which is very well possible. I don't think they always create a die to go with every single stamp set that they have. It'd be nice though. But yeah, I'm gonna just fussy cut this out. It's really important that you try to stick with the lines. If like, it's hard getting those little teeny tiny itsy bitsy pieces. So one thing that you can do is, if you cut into that black line a little bit, just go back with the Q-tip and some black ink and color that line, and color that piece of paper in on the side so that you can't see that you cut it all that much. And here I am. I'm going to cut the second cup, and just getting along those lines. I remember doing this when I was in kindergarten and being graded on how well I cut, and I'm not sure if you know, I'm not even sure if I would pass that nowadays. I'm trying though, especially around the base of that cup. Here we go. That's a little bit better than the other one. So now that I have those cut out, I thought that, it kind of wasn't fair for one of my cups to have decoration on it, but not the other one. So I took one of the small detail stamps from the Tea for Two set and I took one of them, and I'm going to heat emboss one of the designs onto the second cup. It's really hard to line these up, and if I would have been thinking about what I was doing beforehand, I would have stamped this on a larger piece of paper and then did the heat embossing, then cut it out. But like I said, I'm kind of going with the flow in this. I'm just letting the craft stuff take me where I'm going. And obviously that goes into how this got heat embossed as well, because you can't hold it. You're gonna burn your fingers trying to hold it. So I put this on the desk, held it down, and got this little design up there. So it worked out in the end. Next thing you want to do is glue this down. I glued this down directly to the paper so that it's flat, but then I wanted a little bit more dimension. So with the next one, I'm going to put it on top of little glue squares, or dimensional squares, so that it kind of sticks out a little bit. and it's in front of the other cup. And even though I have words on the little piece of paper, I don't think this would be complete without a little sentiment. So you can just see the space where where the little sentiment goes. So I chose one of the sentiments from the stamp set because it's all designed to go together. And this one just says, "You're a terrific." And I feel like there was supposed to be more that goes with this, and maybe I should have chose a different word to go with the "you're terrific," but it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to use something that I got out of this haul. So now that I've cut that out and I've cut around it, I'm going to put some dimensional squares behind it and lift that up on my card. Y'all, I think these dimension squares have been on my desk for like years now. I'm surprised they still work. And now that the whole front of the card base is done, I'm going to glue this down onto my actual card. So this is a piece of paper. This is some paper I had on my desk. I just folded it in half and put it down there. Well, cut it in half, then folded it in half again to make the card. So glad to add this one to my desk. I don't know which friend I'm going to give it to, but somebody's going to get this card. And with all that being said and done, I'm kind of happy for the way this came out. Like that. Thank you for watching. And if you're still here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back next week with more content.